Hey, welcome back to 7 Minute Stories. I'm here with Michelle Price, the Michelle Price. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, guys.
Hey, so we're going to be doing your 7 minute story. All right. You ready to go?
Yeah.
We're going to be talking a little bit about, kind of what brought you to Gardner, a little bit of your past, and then what God's been doing lately in your life.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. Go ahead.
Well, I was born and raised in Gastonia, North Carolina. Lived there for over 30 years. I moved out here. My dad was driving a truck and transferred out here from Texas. So the kids and I came and visited for a weekend, and they didn't want to go back home, but we had to because I had to work. So I worked my 2 weeks notice and packed the car up, and we came out. So
And what did you do once you kind of got here?
a few days after I got moved to town, I started working at Todd's Diner. That's where I met all you guys. And I was
We are
there.
regulars at Todd's
Yes,
Diner.
every week. And I've been there up until a few months ago.
Cool. And what's changed in your life recently? Why did you want to come in today and tell your story?
Oh, wow. God's moved so much. My daughter, a lot of kids come home with stray pets, but not my child. She brings people home. So she brought her best friend Anna home, and I'm probably going to cry, but that kid, she's amazing. She gives and loves so freely. And at the time, Anna was having some struggles at home. Things have gotten so much better. Much God's moved there too. And I had talked to Mike. It was right around Christmas. I had Anna and Kenzie at the time, two of Kimberly's friends, and
Kimberly's your daughter.
and I was worried about not being able to do what needed to be done for Christmas for them, for all of them. And Mike and his wife stepped up, and they really helped me tremendously. And Mike just started, he's like, "You go to church," just a normal conversation. I was like, I do, but I haven't been in a while. I don't know where to even go here. And he invited us to come in, and we did. And we've been there every week since.
Was this around Christmas time?
It was just right after Christmas when we came. Yeah.
And so you started coming to New Life. How was that first experience?
We loved it.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it. My dad even loved it. And through that, Kenzie went back to her family, but we still see her quite often. God has moved so much in Kimberly and Anna's life to where it's showing to other people, and it's brought Anna's parents to church.
Well, and the girls started to come to youth, right?
Yeah.
Was that around the same time?
Yep.
Tell me about that kind of change, that process.
The first day they were like, "Mom, I'm not going." I was like, "Yeah, you're going to give it a try." They were real anxious and everything, but they went and they had a blast. It was like different kids coming in, and it's been a priority to them ever since. Regardless, Kimberly went through a bout when she was in the hospital a couple months ago, and we didn't think she was going to make it. We didn't. Her kidneys were shutting down. But Mike and I prayed on speakerphone, and things started turning around. It wasn't just like that, but it happened. And they were talking about her having to come home on IV meds and a breathing machine and all this, and she came home with absolutely nothing
Praise God. That's
within
awesome.
24 hours. So that was amazing. And she has really bad migraines to where she'll just fall out. And she had stayed home from school. It was a Wednesday. And Mike, he picks them up now Gloria or Allie does, but Mike was picking them up at the time. And he came in the living room, and she's laying on the couch. He said, "What are you doing? Let's go." And she's like, "Huh?" He's like, "Yep, come on." So she got up. And ever since that night, she thinks she's going to miss church because she's sick, she'll tell me, "I'm not letting the devil win. He just wants to keep me from getting a blessing." And they are reaching their other friends and getting them to come to youth. And at first they were all about, "No, I'm not going to camp. Nope. Mm-mm." And now they're excited about it. And even extended an invitation to another friend for them to join them. So, I mean, it's God's moving in so many ways. So many ways.
And there was a great Sunday where they all.
Yeah.
It was what? Kimberly, Anna, who got baptized?
Kimberly, Anna, Kinsey.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in July, I think Wesley and my son Timothy's getting baptized.
Mm-hmm.
So good
That's
things are
awesome.
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how's that impacted you just personally?
It's overwhelming. Sometimes I don't really see it until somebody's like, turn around and look. Like Mike did that. I was having a moment and he said, turn around and look at your row. He said, that's you.
Because now in your row, it's you, your dad,
My kids.
Anna, Kinsey,
Kenzie's,
Wes.
Kimberly and Anna. Kenzie's there sometimes now. Kobe's there a lot. Wesley, his girlfriend.
Kobe got baptized too.
Yeah, Kobe did too. Wesley, his girlfriend, her 2 kids. And then Anna's parents and her little brother.
Yeah. I mean, it's been amazing just to see that chain reaction.
And
that's
Timothy has actually started bringing his first girlfriend. So that's exciting for him.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
So
it is.
looking back, when you say that, like turning around, what do you think? You're like, man, God has just.
Yeah, it's like a hurricane just came through and cleaned everything out.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. I don't know how else to describe it.
So if you're telling somebody about this, what do you want to say to them? You want to say, I've got more joy. What do you want to tell them is the secret sauce for that?
Hope and faith. Just believe it and claim it. It'll happen. It's not going to happen on your time, but it'll happen.
Yeah.
It'll happen. And when it does, there's no denying what it is. You can't deny it. It's amazing.
Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you came in and shared that. Like I said, it's been a blessing to watch your life, to watch that where it's like you bringing in the 4 girls bring in more kids. You know, they brought in their parents. So
Yeah.
pretty soon you guys are basically a entire chair section
Yeah.
in one of our services.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, it starts with an act of generosity. It starts with even that
A
relationship
small
building.
gesture, yeah.
Yeah, where we're at Todd's with you.
Yeah.
And just, you know, just
Taking your orders.
yeah.
Yeah.
But man, I'm so glad you came in, Michelle. Thank you for telling us your story.
Thanks for having me.
All right. We'll see you guys next time here on 7 Minute Stories.